Hello everybody, this is Addie from Unicorns and Dolphins. I've gotten a few messages asking how I make my manips, so I thought I would put together a little tutorial for you guys. I decided I would recreate the one I made of Kylie and Zane because it's been the most popular so far and it's fairly easy to make. So we are going to turn this photo and this photo into this photo. Alright. First of all, the version of Photoshop I use is CS5, but I imagine they're all pretty much the same. So hopefully this works for everyone. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is obviously open the images into it. Okay. That's it. There it is. So the first thing I do is I make sure the photos are the right size. As you can see, this one is at 33% and this one is only at 25%. So we have to make sure they're both at 100% so we can make the proportions look right. I'm just going to cut Kendall out of the photo because we don't need her. Sorry, Kendall. Alright. So we'll bring this one up to 100 and this one up to 100. Alright. Oops. Sorry if I'm a little off, guys. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm a little tired. Okay. As you can see, Zane's photo is bigger than Kylie. So we're going to decrease his photo. Alright, so image size. This is kind of a trial and error. I don't really know exactly how to scale it down. So I just kind of guess. We'll try 900. Actually, that looks about right. So if we zoom out, sometimes it's easier to see. Alright. Usually it's easier to bring the girl over to the guy photo because just the way they're usually angled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the canvas size of this one to make room for her. I like working in inches, so we'll just double it. It'll probably be too much, but that's okay. Alright, so using the Move tool, I'm going to click on her photo and drag her over. There we go. Let's see. Trying to decide if the heads look right, which is usually how I scale the images based on their heads. I drag her over just in comparison. He still looks a little big to me, so we're going to take a few steps backwards. Like I said, this is kind of a trial and error process, so we're going to just decrease him slightly. I know I made this yesterday, but I don't remember my sizes because I'm just cool like that. 5. You can try this. Increase the canvas size again. Drag her over. Yeah, that looks better to me. Okay. So now I'm going to scale it down again, just so I can position her. If you decrease the opacity, you can see the other photo through the second layer, so it's easier to see where you want her. Let's see. Right. Maybe a little bit more. I don't want her too close. That looks good. Alright, so now I'm just going to use the crop tool over here to get rid of the excess canvas. There we go. Okay. So the next thing I do is I use the erase tool over here to kind of get rid of a lot of the extra layer. I increase the size because I don't want to get too detailed right away. And just kind of Get rid of some of the extra. Maybe a little bit bigger. Oops. Get rid of some of her hair. Try that again. I'm going to leave Kendall's hand there because one of my secret tricks is to leave another person's hand there and just kind of make it look like the other person in the photo that you're manipping. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm going to zoom in. Usually I zoom in to about 200 to 300% depending on the size of the photo. This one's fairly high res, so I'll stay at 200. And we're going to get down to the details. Usually if I'm at 200% I use about an 8 pixel brush, 300 usually about 5. So we're just going to do the outline. I think that's it. Zoom out to get a look at it. Okay, we're actually already looking pretty good. I think I'm going to move her over slightly. She looks too far into him. Right, actually, we still got a little bit of a arm there. Just get rid of that. Just get rid of the whole thing. To smooth out a little area you might have nicked, I use the smudge tool, which is this hand right here. I just kind of smooth it out. Missed a little spot here. Now let's check it out. Okay, spot right there. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good. Alright, next thing I would do is get rid of this little watermark here, which people don't like, but sorry. Okay. To do this, I would use the clone stamp, which is this little stampy looking one here. That's a good brush size. You hold down, well, actually, it's the background layer, so you have to select the background over here. And you hold down the Alt key, and you can select what you want to stamp over it. So we want more of his suit, so just click on that. Just kind of click over it, and it goes away. Well, that must be more of her layer. Eraser. Yep. Okay. Zoom back out. Alright. So, actually, we're already pretty much done. We just have to make sure the coloring is pretty good. Alright, so just looking at it, to me, he looks a little bit more yellow and she looks a little bit more red. So to fix that, I would go to Image, Adjustments, Color Balance. You get this little box here. Actually, I want to change. I think I'm going to make him more red, so I want to select his layer. Try that again. So we want to get rid of the yellow, so I'll increase the blue. Maybe give it a little red. It's already looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit less blue. Alright. Some other things that I use that I might not necessarily have to use on this photo, but just I want to show you guys. Adjustment levels. This increases, well, the level of the back of the layer. You can make it darker, lighter, depending on your other photo. I like to use that a lot. Another one I use is Image Adjustments. You go to Match Color. The luminance. Make it a little brighter, a little darker. Another one I use is Vibrance. See what this does, makes it brighter. Gives it a little boost. There's that. But for this one, I think we're going to make Zane a little more luminant. Not too much though. Alright. Looks good to me. So what we're going to do is we have to merge the layers to save it. I'm going to save it as Kylie Zane 2, so I don't save over the one I did yesterday. Okay. So my final step is I upload the photo to PicMonkey. I used to use Picnic, but sadly that closed, but this one's pretty close. So we'll upload the photo, and this just gives it a little extra touch to boost it. I don't remember exactly what I used for the photo, but we'll just play around for a little bit. I like to use Orton sometimes. Just gives it a softer look. Just see. Boost I like a lot. I usually only go to 15-20%. I use that a lot. Actually, remember I don't often use this one, but I used it for this photo. What is it? Cross process. I used the red. Thought it looked kind of cool. Give it a little tint there. Boost it up. And I also like to add a little bit of a dark edge. Okay. I wonder how close that is to the original. Let me check. Oh, look, that's my little nephew. Isn't he cute? Oops, that's the second one. Oh, fairly close. Okay. So I'm just going to save this. And there you have it. I hope this was somewhat useful, and if you have any questions, feel free to stop by my Ask box. I like to think I'm pretty friendly. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by.